Test. Alright, looks like we're live. Let's throw out stream announcements and we'll get going. Okay. Alright, yeah, it's Wednesday. This weekend on Sunday, I learned Ark Nova. I played a bunch of Ark Nova. Somewhere yesterday, we hit good. Now we seek to be rated strong. Probably should stop playing Apprentices, to be honest. Probably to that point. We're streaming, so we're going to put this back to normal speed. Alright. Should get the game pretty quickly. It's not taking me long. Yeah, I've gotten a lot better pretty quickly. How many games have I actually played already? I don't even want to know. It's bad. It's kind of bad. It's been a lot of Ark Nova over the last day. Over the last several days, sorry. 17 games thus far. Yeah, it's quite a bit. +4. Oh, because some of them are now with friends. So actually, maybe 21. I don't know how that works, but I should know how that works. BJ is always weird about this count. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. Yeah, it looks like maybe already 20-ish games of Ark Nova. Alright, we got a 113 opponent. We're likely to the point where we will already crush this game, but who knows? We'll find out. Alright, we can play on Hollywood Hills, but people have told me this map sucks, and I mostly believe them. I did play it once, but I also love this map. This outdoor areas map where your stuff next to this thing has extra space, so you can hold lots of huge animals easily. You get this cool little reward in the end game. In the early game, you get an extra partner zoo relatively quickly. So yeah, we'll play outdoor areas. Also, we see predators. Several of the predators tend to be larger, so having extra capacity can be nice. Looking at the rest of the setup here, yeah, we'll play this map. This is fine. Alright, we're on outdoor areas. Our opponent's on Research Institute. That's cool. Alright, opening hand. Looks like we have a lot of sponsor options. Ooh, we have a geologist. We kind of want to build near the water, but geologist is just a lot of extra money throughout the game. Almost certainly we're going to keep that. Science lab, we have to get to... Science lab, we have to get our sponsors upgraded, but very good. Elephant is a wildly good endgame animal. Hard to get this rock python in play, but a reptile breeding program's pretty good. A bird release is pretty sweet. Not that we have any birds in hand. Adventure Playground, totally solid start card too. Was a special assignment we're not going to keep. Alright, do we have any secret stuff here? Large Animal Zoo is one of our things, or Aquatic Park. Large Animal Zoo could be very good for us. It's very tempting to just hold on to this elephant for quite a while. So I think I want Adventure Play. Also, look at our cards. We get to draw cards, build, we can sponsor, association is last. I think that's fine. I don't really know what I want to associate. I think we gotta keep the bird release. Bird release could be very good start. I mean, reptile breeding could also prove really good. It's just less clear to me that we're gonna find a reptile. It's generally gonna be easier to find a bird and do a release. Plus, the bird release gives us a rep. This guy, well, I don't know. Had chance to get any work off stream? What do you mean by work? Thanks so much for the prime sub, Gonzo. I don't actually fully know what to do with this hand, because this hand is so good. I think keeping Geologist and Adventure Playground is just correct. Adventure Playground even has a rock icon, so if we play Adventure Playground and then Geologist, we're going to get a bunch of just free reputation without playing animals. I think we're supposed to hold on to the elephant, and I think we're supposed to hope to find a bird. Hoping to find a bird, I guess birds could be a bit competitive. Maybe it's better to hope to find the reptile, but you get so much more points from the bird if it goes well. So let's keep these cards. Does Geologist give you a clay? I mean, it ought to. Wow, Talented Communicator too. Very tempted to upgrade sponsors early. Unfortunately, there is a very easy reptile that we could have done a partner zoo with, and there's no bird in sight. There is a freaking Sumatran tiger, but we ain't got time for that. But that would be nice to have for later. But we're already holding one animal for God knows when. I do think we're gonna no, actually we're gonna play Adventure Playground right away because we want to also get Geologist out. I actually think the first move here, release projects are so good. Look at his BJ game history. He's been doing plenty of work. Yes, thank you, Patrick. You understand. Okay, Adventure Playground gonna be very good. Gives us just a huge little boost. This building has to go next to rock. Is that true? Has to be next to a rock. It's pretty tempting to put it here so that we can just build a 2-space pasture and get a partner zoo right away. We can take another partner zoo with our worker and upgrade some card very quickly. We could have upgraded sponsors very quickly, in which case we actually could take a Talented Communicator. Oh, is that the play? Huh. Gonzo, we can't answer that question yet. I feel like this is the play. We can get to our air. We can build around this gate a bit later. It's fine. It's not needed yet. We are using up a bunch of rock spaces before Geologists. That's a little bit of a bummer, but whatever. Geologists still will be fine for long-term stuff. Do I snap off Talented Communicator here? Do I snap off Talented Communicator? And then I probably do, right? I'm not going to be playing any animals, but who needs animals when we have all of this? Like, we can play animals later. Yeah. We can play animals later. We don't really need to play animals for income, because we're going to get enough prestige just playing our cards. Rushing sponsors for a communicator is fun content. At least you have no opinion on being good. Yeah. Anyhow, Gonzo, I think we can say that I like it more than I've suspected. I've played freaking 20-some games of it in like 4 days. I've been thinking about it, I've been learning about it, I've been getting good enough to be rated 282 already, etc. Do we take a partner zoo first? We're about to get another worker. I actually think I'm supposed to take an association action first here. Just keep moving stuff. We're going to take a partner zoo. We're going to take a Europe partner zoo because of the Europe tag. And then we're probably just going to take a god knows what partner zoo after that. Probably in Africa. There's a bunch of Africa. And we have a double African elephant in hand, actually. Yeah, we definitely are going to take an Africa. But let's take a Europe just in case our opponent wants that one. I don't know. Not sure the Europe is correct. Europe's not great, but the way you communicate your thoughts as you play is already light years ahead of Sunday. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm so much further than I was. Ooh. Also, I missed this, but look at this European bird. Look at this European bird. That would be really good for us if that somehow is still there. That could be cool. Anyhow, let's go ahead, take that Asia Partner Zoo for that eventual elephant nonsense. Let's upgrade our sponsors so we can play our Talented Communicator actually, we can play our Talented Communicator now. Oh my god, this opening is so hot. He's keeping the right cards this time? Yeah, we're already much further ahead that way. We are already way ahead there. I have no idea what I'm going to play an animal, everybody. This animals thing, whew, we ain't got time for that. Alright, Talented Communicator, let's go. Whee! Alright, we have another association worker. Life is good. Yeah, I think I'm probably kicking animals down here, actually, which is kind of sad. But I think we're going to kick animals down, and then we're going to snap off this Eurasian Eagle Owl, because oh my, does this Eurasian Eagle Owl set us up for just absolutely nasty plays. Actually, God, can I snap this Eurasian Eagle Owl some other way than kicking animals down? I guess I can kick animals down and then still play the Eurasian Eagle Owl and then use my worker to release. I don't know. We have so many options here. This is like the two-room house strat who needs animals. We don't need animals for the immediate start. Absolutely not, right? Like, we're just getting so many powerful cards in play. This is fine. But also, like, yeah. We'll see. I do think we're about to just take this Eurasian Eagle Owl, though, because we can totally play it and then just release it for 3 freaking stuff. I mean, the break might happen soon, but whatever. You love the contrast to some of the cards. We have Raccoon and Horsefield Starsea. I mean, there is stuff. Actually, if we call cards, our opponent could break, and then we wouldn't even get to use our worker yet. I actually probably am supposed to take a University here. Yeah. Also, Native Seabirds looks really good. Native Seabirds, is just a bird tag. Just a bird tag is pretty good. It's not incredible here, but it's pretty good. I think we are supposed to just use our worker. I was tempted to use our worker for this low mountain range, but we can do that round 2. There's no guarantee we're going to get to do it right now. Hand size could be useful here. Because if I snap a card and my opponent calls the break, I'm going to take hand size uni first. I think we're going to wind up taking all of our universities. So I think it's fine to start with hand size. Next cycle, we can take the rep, and then we'll get a rep from this. We'll hit our card upgrades. We're going to hit this card upgrade. We're going to have so many upgraded cards. Everything's going to be crazy. Uni seems safer. I bet you still get the owl. I agree with that. My point was, if I could get away with it, if my opponent wasn't gonna call a break here, but they are calling breaks, so this was very good to get our worker used. If our opponent wasn't calling break, I think the ideal line was take the owl, play the owl, use our worker to sponsor low mountain range. But obviously that wasn't a real option. So, oh hey, here's another bird. That's a pretty dang good bird, too. It's harder for us to get it out immediately. But if we could plop an enclosure right here, it's pretty tempting to release that one. We were never getting there in time. Correct, I did the safe thing, okay? I did what I was supposed to. Just was less fun. New low mountain range goal? Yeah, I think we're supposed to release this thing for 1,000,000 stuff, right? The tricky part is, how do I get this thing built over here? And the answer is, I haven't figured that out yet. Pelican with those nasty water icons. Yeah, it's a little annoying, but I think we still can do it. Building towards it takes us a little bit of extra time. The main issue is I don't have build upgraded yet. If I had upgraded build, this is, like, trivial. But I don't have upgraded build yet. I guess I could just build and then build again. Yeah, maybe that's the play, actually. We build, then we take that bird, then we build again, then we sponsor Geologist, then we play the big bird, and then we release the bird. That sure sounds pretty fucking good still. Alright, I'm in. We just have to build into build. That's the only thing. We just are building another 2 size and then another 2 size. I think that's correct. 2 size, then 2 size. It's not thrilling. Oh, do we have the money for this? Oh, we totally have the money for this. Excellent. Uni gets you build upgrade? Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's a ways off, but that would work. But I think this is fine. I'm not sure this is best, but in board game news, the new brass beat in Pittsburgh just hit you as really funny for some reason, since you associate Pittsburgh with board games so heavily due to WBC. Yeah. With my partner having grown up in Western Pennsylvania, like loosely outside, well, fairly outside Pittsburgh, but ooh, a predator breeding program for my opponent. Nicely done. Nicely done, opponent. That's a nice, that's very good. I don't know when I'm going to have time to do that stuff, but whatever. Predators are for later. later individuals. They're for other people, not for me. All right, give me this pelican that I am going to release and be incredibly happy with. Thank you, pelican. All right. Anyhow, oh wow, this sea cave looks really cool to release that saltwater crocodile too. But whatever, we have other businesses. Anyhow, I agree. Brass Pittsburgh sounds exciting. Your wife and I love Ark Nova. Never bothered getting good, but we played a fair amount with friendly mode. Nice. Well, happy to hear that, Deranged. I am explicitly seeking to get stupidly good at Ark Nova so that I can win the tournament at WBC. That is, like, very much the objective. Alright, let's sponsor Geologist. I still would like to do this. Gain 3 more tickets. Everything is fine. We'll get a bunch of money over time, although we already used a decent amount of Geologist spaces, but whatever. We'll eventually hit some of these spaces. Alright, then we're going to build, then we're going to animals, then we are going to sponsor a release. Somebody took a Sun Bear. That seems good, but congrats on the Grick win. Thanks so much. I super appreciate that. Winning a Grickle at WBC felt so good. How am I housing the Pelican? I'm building here, and then he's next to 2 water tags. Is that not accurate? I don't know how that works, actually. If I build here, will the Pelican count as 2 water tags because he's next to 2 different lakes? That doesn't work. Ah. See, here's my lack of understanding the rules. So I do need to upgrade build first. 2 of the hexes have to work. Interesting. Brass Pittsburgh was just announced today, indeed. Oh, and Schmog, nice. Yeah, you didn't hear yet. He needs a bigger enclosure. This is outdoor areas. This is a space 4 enclosure. This is a size 4 enclosure, totally. Building a 2 space here will count as a 4 space area. But if it's not, I didn't realize that it was, I wasn't actually sure how these double water tags worked. I hoped that this counted. Can build 4 to the right. I have spaces I can't build on. I see, I could just build a 4 here, except I can't build at the moment. Just upgrade build easy. I think that is the play, actually. I think now it is just take this university. It just means I'm going to be slower to play low mountain range, but I think that's okay. I think the answer is we just upgrade build here. Because then I can just drop a 2 right here, and it'll count. I mean, maybe that's not correct, but whatever. That 4 isn't big enough anyway. Oh, you weren't thinking of the map. Yeah. Look at, yeah, anyhow, I can upgrade an action card. We are going to upgrade build. I was hoping to actually get away without upgraded build this game, but whatever. Now we have an upgraded build. Now we can drop out another 2 space enclosure. We can probably put a kiosk here, which could actually be pretty legit. Drop a pavilion. We'll get some money from all this. Yeah, that all sounds fine. I could drop a... Yeah, actually, that's fine. That'll be fine. We have so many 2 space enclosures. We probably want to take snapping as our first reward at this point because, yeah, we're going to have so much. Is your opponent playing the same map? No, that's not how I have the settings because that's not what WBC does for most of their games. So, my opponent's playing Research Institute, and they already linked their tower, but they're so far away from their free university. All right. 2 space enclosure. Let's drop that right in there. This is now next to 2 water tags. Our Pelican will love being in there. Let's build 1 kiosk for income. Not that we've actually put animals into any of these, but now we can put a 3 spacer right here for our elephant. That'll be pretty lovely. Let's at least drop 1 pavilion next to our kiosk just to guarantee some income. Keep getting a little bit of money back from Geologist. Now we're finally ready to actually play an animal. Our opponent might call the break here. Yeah, our opponent's going to call the break. Alright. Oh, no, he isn't. He's going to play a thing. Okay, never mind. Fantastic. I love it. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Oh, I get a free build action here? I forgot about this. This is kind of dumb. I get a build action. I don't even really want this build action, but... I guess it's free, right? I would actually wait a sec. Undo this step. Let's just build a 3-space pasture where I know I want it. I don't know that we're putting this elephant out anytime particularly soon, but maybe we are. Like, maybe we are? I guess we have to get our animals upgraded, but, you know, we're pretty close to that. We're like 2 turns away from that. Alright. Wait, the more I pay attention, are you sure that wouldn't have worked ranged? Oh, I see what you're saying. The 2 hexes would touch the same water. Interesting, you're probably right. This map's a tad annoying without upgraded build, for sure. No, that I'm pondering, I think it's 2 water hexes, so you think the original plan was okay. It was 2 different water hexes, so I kind of agree. Like, intuitively, I think it was fine. But to be clear, my intuition is based off very few games, right? So, like, if it would have worked, though, I basically wasted an action here, taking this university upgraded build compared to the original line. So I will be a little sad if that's the case, but I mean, like, whatever, I get it. I think I am going to take native seabirds and play this. Gain an appeal for every connected water space. Okay, we get, like, a couple appeal, and then I'm going to gain a conservation point for every 2. Okay, so the other thing's not going to work, but whatever. This is just a bird tag. This is fine. I also could just draw cards off the deck here. I also could take the Sumatran tiger, which is a predator. Wait a second. Wait 1 second. This goes directly into the pasture I've set up that the bird is going to leave? Wait 1 second. Give me a tiger. Give me a tiger that's going to go right into this enclosure that's going to open up after we get rid of the bird. That seems fine. With sponsors, I'm just going to cause the break here. It's a little bit sad. I wanted to get my... Well, actually, wait. No, I can associate and then I could cause the break. That would work. That'd be swell. Well, you feel bad if you just showed up and misled? No, it's totally fine. I truly don't know the rule, and to be clear, like, we're gonna win this game, I think, anyhow. Totally. Easily, so... Glossary. If unique building or animal card requires 2 identical requirements, e.g. 2 water spaces, the space of the building must be adjacent to at least 2 such spaces. If one single space in the building is adjacent to 2... thank you, Patrick. Alright, so my original plan was going to work, but that's fine. Goodbye, Pelican. Give me snapping. Oh, yes, give me snapping. Oh my god, I forgot that I can just unlock snapping as a reward. I get more rep, we get to upgrade something, we can finally upgrade animals, that's definitely something that should be upgraded. I get a bunch of this shit. I can upgrade another card. I want to upgrade Association this game. I don't think I need upgraded... Oh, upgraded cards, though, is good for rep track. Upgraded Association is good for donations. I actually don't have insane money in this game at all. Let's take the upgraded cards, because I think we're going to keep getting enough rep. Now, we could put a multiplier token, but the break could happen at any point, so we probably lose. We could just take more cards. We have hand size uni, right? Yeah, we have hand size uni. Let's take more cards. In fact, we could take Sea Cave plus this tortoise. Wait a second. And I have an Africa partner zoo? Welcome! Welcome, Tortoise and Sea Cave. We have more plans for releasing things. Oh, and I can still take native seabirds for the bird tag? Amazing. Team, it's almost like I knew what I was doing. Oh, I can still snap another card. Oh my god. This saltwater crocodile is juicy. Oh, bird. Bird. Wait a sec, bird. Bird, though. I should take more birds. And it's an Africa bird. Alright. I'm in. Alright, just take all the cards. Why not? Oh my. Except we should have taken the crocodile, because holy crap, we could take the crocodile and then release it. All these release projects are very strong. We're triggering the break. That's fine. I needed money. That's fine. Let's break. Teachable moments on the road to 700 elo. Yes, exactly, Gonzo. Alright, we have to discard one of these great cards. This tortoise is not actually that great. Yeah, this tortoise doesn't really meet any of the important objectives of the game. You can go away, tortoise. You're not necessary. Sorry, tortoise. The crocodile is gone, so the Blue Mountain State Park looks less good. But hey, ornithologist. More bird icons. Well, today you learned. Yeah, no worries. I learned too, so thank you, Deranged. You are helping on the path to me becoming the Arc Nova Master that's going to win the tournament at WBC. I'll take this ornithologist. I don't think this ornithologist is incredible, but I do think I should try to get to 4 or 5 bird icons. I already have 3 bird icons in hand now, so seems fine. I can immediately sponsor ornithologist. Seems fine. I should immediately sponsor native seabirds first, but no, ornithologist. I need money. I need money. I can sponsor native seabird. Native seabirds does have a max 25 ticket limit, but like I don't actually have that many tickets. It's gonna be a while before I do, so. Oh, why did I take Sea Cave though? Whoops, wait, I threw away all my lizards. Whoopsie. Okay, that was a bit of a... I have made some mistakes. I forgot that we were gonna build one of those reptiles and release it. Whoops. I have very expensive animals. Very expensive animals. I also need to take the other university for this tiger, but taking the other university is totally a fine move because it just gets me 2 more points. Or 2 more... yeah, 2 more good points, so... We have so many enclosures to be putting crap in. We really don't want to take this build action. I'm probably going to X this build action out in a sec. I do feel a little bit silly putting the secretary bird in this enclosure, but... Also, actually, wait, this enclosure is where the tiger is supposed to live. Huh. Huh. Do I take this reptile to release it? Oh, I can't play this reptile without another reptile. Awkward. Okay. Really sorry about that? Don't be sorry, Dredge. It's totally fine. Have I built a reptile house yet? I did build a reptile house in one of my games. I also could build an aviary, I guess, right? I could actually build an aviary in a second for the secretary bird. Oh, wait, actually, that's what I could do. I could put the secretary bird into this enclosure and then build an aviary in a little bit. And then the secretary bird will move out, and then we'll have this spot for the tiger later. All right, that sounds good enough. That sounds good enough. Let's get us a secretary bird. The bird gets us some money back from our ornithologist. That seems nice. Secretary bird gives us another CP, which actually means I'm going to hit this reward pretty soon. So that'll be cool. Alright, this is still pretty smooth here. How's our Europe icon hunt going, by the way? It seems like our European icon hunt is going very bad, as is our predator hunt. So that's a thing to think about. Am I actually using this build action to build an aviary? Is that actually what I'm doing? It's not crazy. It draws me some cards, too, although it's not clear these are the cards I want to draw. Yeah, not clear these are the cards I want to draw, but I think this is fine. Constantly can everybody's tableau to count icons as the tedious part of 4-person in-person games. Yeah, that does sound annoying. This is, I will fully admit and agree that I already suspect that Arc Nova is basically a digital game in my world. Like, yeah, it feels like it's basically a game. I only have one. God, that's right. I have incredible. I have only one animal in my zoo. Oh, what a zoo! What a zoo! I think I'm just drawing cards from the deck randomly here, so that part's a little bit dubious. But oh, that is an animal that we cannot play. So many monkey prereqs. How do I feel about this? After I take my other After I take my other university, I feel pretty good about it. It's a lot of points. I like points. Gosh, if I had a little bit... Oh, actually, I totally have exactly enough money. Incredible. I can literally play it as I take this university. This university is going to give me 2 green points. I move up the track. I can play a sponsor card with money. I can play it with money. That seems fine. I don't know that it's great, but it seems fine. Play a sponsor with money. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get even more of these things. Sure, I can play the birds in a second. The birds is way more valuable now, too, that I've next to these other water spaces, so... Alright, time to discard final scoring cards. I don't even remember what I had anymore. Oh, I had large animals, that's right. Large animal zoo feels great with this zoo that we're running. I would like a large animal zoo, absolutely. WBC is 4-player? You're glad somebody else is shocked. Of course it is. You largely don't treat 4 players super competitive, but you understand that's not an option for WBC. Yeah. I mean, to be clear, it is pretty obvious Arc Nova mostly runs tours. I am also thinking about trying to run a Arc Nova tournament for WBC, one of the online events. But yeah, I'm curious if like I should be running 2-player Arc Nova just for funsies, or if I should just keep it 4-player because that's what the tournament actually is. On some level, 4-player gives me more practice, which is useful, but the games are also going to go longer than 2, so... Because I have no idea how long turn-based Arc Nova is going to go. It seems like a decent amount. Alright, we're going to play Native Seabirds here. Not causing the break here is maybe dubious, but also I need to get Native Seabirds out before I can't play it, so... Let's just get all of our sponsors over here. We still have only 1 animal in our zoo. Our income and money is kind of shit, though, so I'm probably going to have to call the break soon. Although cards at least helps push us towards the break, so that's something. Also, this monkey's not terrible for us. It's not great by any means. Nah, I probably just take cards off the deck, right? This Blue Mountain State Park doesn't, or National Park's not going to do a lot. Gosh, this tiger will be fun someday when I can afford him. I think we're just taking a bunch of cards from the deck. None of these cards visible. I mean, this monkey and then release, or that's not even a release, that's just a breeding program. Yeah, let's draw a card from the deck. Maybe we want to take this Blue Mountain State Park if we find good things. Oh, hey, another bird to go into our aviary that's an Africa bird. That seems excellent. Good find, us. Well done, us. What else do we got? A quarantine lab. That's decent. That is decent. A random ass monkey. Alright, just give me the last random card then. The rest of this doesn't matter to me. A spokesperson. Sure. It's fine. Goodbye, Sea Cave. I am sorry I kept no lizards for you. I don't know that discarding that's wise, but apparently it's what I'm doing. Every time you tune in, I'm chasing the tiger. Yeah, I hear they used the peaceful effects at the Vegas event, but WBC used the attacks. Not sure what you like better. Interesting. I think the attacks are part of the game, but I don't have a strong opinion. I kind of agree attacks are part of the game, but... Alright, so... Awkward part here is we are a bit stalled at the moment in terms of, yeah, I'd really like the break to come. I guess my opponent needs to break soon, too. I really can't play animals at the moment. I have too many cards in hand. Although, the monkeys really are not important to my hand, so whatever. They're gonna just disappear soon. But yeah, I'm $1 short of playing this animal. I think we're just going to X build here. I really don't need this build action. It is a shame that I don't have anything to sponsor here, right? Yeah, I don't have anything, or I don't have any projects. I almost have this worker back and could give a project, but there's no projects to do. I could take an association action just for 2 reputation. And that 2 reputation would give me the worker right back, which is like, I don't really know that that's doing enough for an action. I would cause the break, but I can't quite. I could play Quarantine Lab, but I really think I need to charge sponsors up so I can cause the break. So, okay, I think I am actually going to do just this 2 reputation action. I don't love that, but then next turn I can call the break and get a bunch of money for calling the break. It will use my X token, but that's fine. That way we actually have a bunch of money and can hopefully go forward from there. Yeah, hopefully we can go forward from there. Alright, let's call the break. We do have to use our X token, but we'll get an X token right back. We get 10 money for calling the break, which is also very helpful here. We get our income, which is good. We're a bit behind our opponent in income. This kiosk would provide income if I ever, actually put animals into enclosures, but, Who has time for animals and enclosures? Alright, we discard these monkeys. These are not important parts of the game plan. Hopefully some awesome thing comes off the rack here and we can snap it. Is this European Bison awesome? It's double Europe tags. And we still would like to get to 5 Europe. And it pulls all the spot. That does seem to qualify. That seems to qualify. We already have the European Zoo. It just grabs all the sponsor cards off the rack. Welcome, European Bison. I love the thematic idea of the spokesperson saying, "Come look at our bird." Yes. Alright, well, this seems pretty good. I could build another 3-space enclosure here someday, which will house our elephant and our European bison. Hey, somebody took my federal grants. Boo. I was gonna build a bison. Ooh, another European animal, and a European predator at that. Well, that sure looks juicy. Alright, how much money do I have? I have $33. I can totally play this bison and this bird. I'm in? Or do I actually take this guy? Wait a sec. How many Europe tags does that get me up to? Only 4. Slight problem. We do need to get to 5 someday. I would really, really like to actually be able to hit some freaking thing again. In love with the simultaneous greatest and saddest kiosk I have. Yeah. The kiosk is, problems. Alright. I want this Lynx. Do I draw this Lynx and then I play this Lynx? Because the bird isn't going to help. Oh, the bird could scavenge me something. Wait a sec. The bird could totally scavenge me something. Let's start playing animals. We need to play animals. We can take that Lynx in a second. Alright. Bird, scavenge me something good. Maybe you could scavenge me another bird, which would solve my issues of not having projects to sponsor. What do you got? Those are not birds! My reptile's back that I accidentally got rid of. But I don't really want you. So I guess I'm keeping you because you go into 1-space pastures, which is at least something. Oh, and you advance the break. Advancing the break could be useful later. Alright, this is a sad bison because he's only pulling me 1 sponsor card. Maybe it is just tiger time. Use up all of our money, put the tiger into play. At least we get another predator icon out. Sure. Go into play, tiger. Go have fun. Wee points, lots of points, all sorts of pointsies, points. Oh, do I get to? No, I don't get to take the thing I want. Are you any good? Kangaroo, you're not that good. None of these cards are good enough for me to take. Give me all one off the deck. What are you? An expert on Europe? Hey, wait a sec. That's pretty handy. You know that European tag I needed? I just found it. Tiger's definitely better. Yeah, getting Tiger in play was good. The one issue is I don't have any projects. I can't get to these projects yet because I don't have enough birds. Oh wait, I do have enough birds. I have 4 birds. Wait a sec. I wanted a 5th bird, but who needs a 5th bird? Because now we can have 5 Europe icons. Okay, we can sponsor 4 birds. Never mind. Everything's fine. I forgot. I definitely need this Lynx. This Lynx is the missing piece on 5 Europe. I'm just going to snap it. I have enough cards in hand. I don't need more cards. This is fine. We have no money to build with. That's a bit of an issue. But we'll just call a break again in a sec. It's fine. This expert on Europe, though, would love to get played. Calling breaks is a bit sad when I totally have things to play. Everything coming up Ryan? I don't know that everything's coming up Ryan. We have a couple of issues. Our opponent going for 4 Predators is good news, because, God, I am never going to get 4 Predators, but I'm going to have 2 Predators pretty soon. So that part is great news. I think I'm boosting myself here, and then what am I doing? Am I taking 12 immediate money so I can build? Wait a sec. I think we're to the point of the game where we're late enough in the game. Who cares about more income rewards, right? I think that's true. Yeah, I think that's true. So I think we boost our association action so we have money. And then we actually can live for a while anyhow. Second slot of birds. Give me 12 immediate money. It's fine. We don't need the income bonuses. I mean, we're already at 57 points. Yeah, we don't need the income bonuses. My God. By the time we actually get out our... Are we even going to get out our elephant? That's going to be so sad. I need to get out both of these European animals. I need to get out Expert on Europe. And then I need to get out this elephant. Maybe I have just enough time for all that. In which case, like, we're just winning then. So we're going to have enough large animals to score pretty well off of our large animal project. We're going to hit 5 Europe, which is just absolutely nasty here, so... I do have to actually play Expert on Europe. Actually, I probably play Expert on Europe now, before building. Yeah, I have enough sponsor actions. I'd rather keep cycling sponsor as an option. I mean, I don't need to play spokesperson, but Expert on Europe is going to be a lot of extra points too, right? Gain an appeal. For each Europe, we get to put a one space enclosure. Gross. Okay. Expert on Europe, not particularly good. I don't need one space enclosures. Although, one space enclosures might start getting me some bonuses. Yeah, I can just pick up this rep bonus, which I don't otherwise know what I was going to get. Oh, and I get some money back from Geologist. Amazing. Great. Glad we upgraded cards. The reputation track is great. We have 18 green points. Incredible. Absolutely ludicrous. Okay. Well, this seems winning. I mean, I don't want to say our opponent can't win from this position because I'm sure there's probably something I'm forgetting, but things feel good for us. Alright, time to build the enclosures we need. We need a 3-space enclosure for for both of our 5-space animals. Excellent. And then we are going to need an enclosure for our lynx. So we can build an enclosure. We could build a 1-space for our lynx. Well, wait, actually, as soon as we play our bison, it will create a 1-space enclosure, which we could put here for our lynx. I don't know that really changes much. Yeah, whatever. Just put the 1-spacer down now. It's fine. Just have it available. And then just drop another pavilion over here next to our kiosk, because why not? Points are good. A little bit of income is not bad given my money issues. Okay, I only have $7 left. That's almost enough for a Lynx, but it's distinctly not enough for a Lynx. So I kind of really need the break to come again. Yeah, I kind of really need the break to happen again. Yeah, I don't see a good way around that. It's because there's not a good way around that. I think we X cards aside. Yeah, we X cards aside. Then we use 2 X tokens on sponsor. We get a bunch of money from calling the break. Then we're able to double play our European animals. We can sponsor Europe. We're getting dangerously close to ending the game at that point. Which, I mean, hey, we could win the game and never play our elephant, which that would be sad. Our elephant is so good. We get another final scoring card, but we just can't afford him. We could call cards alternatively, and then that way we actually could just call the break. I don't know what we're drawing for anymore. Why am I drawing more cards though? That's the part that doesn't make sense. But I'm drawing cards because it's 2 break. No, money actually. The money matters. Never mind. Just get cards out of the way. Let's get cards out of the way. Take a boosted sponsors to call the break. Our opponent might call break here. No, he's not. Okay, I was gonna say our opponent could call break for us, but he's not doing that. Also, like, we gotta actually not, like, we might not be beating our opponent, right? Like, maybe our opponent has some big stuff coming. Although, they don't have 5 birds, and they don't have 5 Europe. Oh, they already sponsored Europe. Yeah, I don't know that they have big stuff coming or not, but whatever. Alright, we need to call the break. It's fine, just break. Break. As fun as it was to hold on to Spokesperson can definitely get discarded here. It's not important to the game plan. Although, actually, I guess why. Also, why is this Tarsier is not important to the game plan either. No, never mind. You can just go. That's fine. Maybe I find time to play these somehow. I don't know how or why. Oh, hey. Another bird. This is a kind of a cool bird for my aviary, but I don't need it. Geological, how many rock icons do I have? Only 2. Hey, it's still another project that I maybe can sponsor if I absolutely need to. Sure, it's fine. If it comes to that, at least I have it. I have $41. Oh my god, I finally have money. I still don't have quite enough money for this elephant and both of these European creatures, though. Science Museum. Oh, I don't have 4 science tags. Sad. I guess Science Museum doesn't really do enough that it matters, but... Alright. Well, the game plan here is pretty simple. We double play our European animals. We wind up getting all these sponsor cards because of our bison. We are supposed to play the bison first because of iconic animal Europe on the Lynx, so don't mess that up. Research? Hey, there's another cool objective. Hey, also spokesperson and quarantine lab, you do have purposes. Oh, also, yeah, the research is super good for my opponent. Research so good for my opponent. That's a... Hey, look at that. Expert in large animals. Oh, this is actually sick for us, isn't it? 2 appeal for every large animal in our zoo? Oh, please. Thank you. Thank you, bison. What a time for the bison. Alright, bison, you can go live right there. Alright. Give me the points, give me all the sponsor cards that I don't really have time to play, but whatever, give them to me. Expert on Europe, I get to build some more shit. I suppose I should be building towards the play a sponsor card bonus. Yeah, why not, right? Also, I get $1 back. Yay. Oh, oh my god, I get more, that's right. Okay. I accept, thank you. Amazing. And now we play the links into this one. And we actually do immediately get to play a sponsored card for money. I love it. Absolutely. Iconic animal. Excellent. We're up to a lot of points. We build for free. We drop this over here. We do immediately get to pull off a sponsorship. This expert in large animals is 6 points. Otherwise, Quarantine Lab buys us an X token and an endgame point, probably. All 5 continent icons? Oh god, no, not at all. Let's just get the sponsor and large animals out. It also makes it cheaper for us to play our elephant, which could matter. Yeah, we're $7 away from our elephant. That's an annoying number. That's an annoying number. Although we're just going to end the game, actually. Never mind. The elephant's never coming out. That was a satisfying bison. That really was. That was a very satisfying turn, getting to chain over to play the sponsor. But yeah, we're just going to end the game now. Because 5 Europe is going to end the game. Because we get to take a bonus of either a point, or we can take a bonus of a worker, which also gives us a point. Either way, it's enough points to end the game. I guess the worker is cooler. I don't know. If I've miscalculated, maybe having the worker matters. But I'm pretty sure I haven't miscalculated. Endgame has triggered. I did it. Alright. I don't think my opponent can manage 40 points in a turn with $31. I'm not sure, though. I am very sad, though. Our poor elephant. Our poor elephant. All game, we had an elephant. An association level 10? Wait a second, what? You're allowed to do this? Can he double support projects? Is that a thing? I mean, I still don't even know if that's enough for him to win, but that sure is a cool... Double support projects is a cool end. Okay, answer, you cannot double support projects. He's just getting one more from a partner zoo. Okay. Oh, you could... Okay, and he gets to pour a bunch of money into donations. So he does have a really big last turn. I don't think he has enough endgame points to catch me, but I don't have that many endgame points, do I? Most of my cards are not scoring. Oh, Talented Communicator is scoring a point. Native Seabirds is not. Geologist is scoring a point. Okay, yeah. I got it. We got it. It wasn't by a ton. We took 33 turns. Not a great game from us. Not a terrible game, but for how hot it felt at various points, we were a bit slow on the money, I think. I think the money was the thing we really forgot to figure out here, and that made us a bit slow. Yeah, only $123 gain. Not very good on the income front. But only 4 animals actions, too. Really did not do a lot of animals. Had so many sponsors to play early, though, so... that wasn't bad. Yeah, yeah, how was our endgame? Our endgame, we got a point from Talented Communicator. We got only 2 from Large Animal Zoo. We didn't even get a point from Geologist? Wait a sec. Gain a conservation point if all rock spaces are connected. Meaning that no rock space is only... Oh, wait, no. There is a rock space next to empty spaces. It's that rock space right there. Ah, I see. Okay. Well, that was still a win. Pretty smooth. But yeah, game was a little long. Wasn't a bad game from us, but not great. What would you say are the biggest things you've learned in week 1? Satisfied Bison sounds like a good Ultica name. It does. What are the biggest things I've learned? God, I mean, I've learned so much so fast, right? Like, you watched freaking game 1 and game 2. Like, I mean, I knew very little of how to sequence things. Just because I didn't know a lot of rules. So, from that perspective, I mean, I think the biggest things I've learned are truly just like
how to kind of more efficiently sequence some stuff, how to like actually build and seek to do projects and get some good sponsors and sequence those cards in a way that makes sense. The bigger lessons I've had over the last day or two that I feel like have really been paying off is that I've really learned. I was challenged and I've learned how to not necessarily rush an extra worker. Now, this game was obviously unique in that I did get a very early second worker because of the Talented Communicator sponsor card that came out, and I got to play super fast. But I have been learning better. Like, I've had a couple games where I like don't do any universities and I don't even get a fourth card upgrade, and I don't get the second worker until I get like 8 rep. But I've been forcing myself to get more comfortable doing that, and that like just knowing how to do those lines have helped. In particular, though, yes, learning getting this snap a card income bonus and this 2 space pasture income bonus have also felt so good. I used to be taking the worker because it just felt so good to get that worker, so I could keep taking universities and partner zoos and engine building that way. But the engine building aspect of snap a card and 2 space enclosure is just so good. So good. So I've really been learning to appreciate those two. The money, maybe every once in a while. Like, this game was actually a game where maybe money was kind of important because I just didn't have good income. But, like, the 2 space enclosure is sort of like $4 anyhow, but it's also like saving you actions, which is obviously way more critical. So I've really come to appreciate that. But anyhow, super agree though, because that second worker so often doesn't get to live the dream. The they just break you when you get them. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of that too. Of like once you get to strong opponents, like they really counter what you're doing so effectively. Um, so there's definitely that too. Um, all right, I'm gonna play one more. I titled the stream "Road to Great," and we're not yet great, are we? Or strong? Sorry, we're not yet strong. We might be strong. We might not be. We could easily run into somebody that beats us because that last game felt pretty good at a lot of parts, but then again, like realizing it was a 33 turn game. 33 is a bit slow. It's not horrifically slow, but anyhow, I'll be right back. I guess I'll click the accept button and burn my timer, but I don't know where my phone is, so I'll be back in a sec. Nobody has been contacting me, which is good. Another thing I appreciate about you playing Arc Nova is the second game doesn't feel daunting. Yes, 2 player Arc Nova is a lot faster. Ooh, speaking of income, I have a personal fondness for Park Restaurant. I really like Park Restaurant income bonus. Otherwise, we could play Outdoor Areas again, but let's mix it up. I do think Outdoor Areas is very good, but I enjoy Park Restaurant as a map quite a bit. I suspect Outdoor Areas is frankly better, but let's Park Restaurant it up. It sounds fun. Okay, there is a partner zoo and a university on the reputation track, so very beneficial to move up fast. And speaking of moving up fast, there's habitat diversity and species diversity. 2 objectives we could meet very quickly if we get some good icons. So definitely worth noting. We have a side entrance for even more crazy income. Whoops, Robbie messaging me. So we definitely keep side entrance. I don't even totally know how we're going to use side entrance on this map, but we'll think about it. We have a lot of Europe icons, which is either is good if we take a Europe partner zoo, but not so good in terms of all the diversities that we're trying to obtain. There's Australia, and we have a common wombat who's pretty cheap to play, so that's decent. We have a lot of herbivores in hand. Oh, also, yeah, what else do we got? We have build and association up front. We have the sponsor a bit lower. Side entrance come a bit later. That's fine. We have favorite zoo. Oh, so we're just gonna get points for our reputation. Cool. Points for our reputation's a very good objective. Very easy. Uh, this has reputation on it, which could be kind of cool. Two rep on this animal could mildly help. Yeah, actually, this Asia primate could be decent, but then we need an Asia partner zoo. It's not horrific. Alright, we're keeping side entrance, but then... You think you mean combat? How did I miss the go live notification? I don't know, Robbie. Park Restaurant's your favorite map, you think, without considering strength. I also just really enjoy Park Restaurant, I agree. But yeah, it's a little awkward here. I don't know that side entrance is going to massively help us, and getting to the income around the restaurant without a good sponsor is a little bit daunting. I think we're supposed to keep the Wombat. Digging 2? Digging 2 could do things for us, right? Yeah, maybe Digging 2 does things for us. It's a cheap animal. Although let's keep this Horsefield Tarsier too, actually. Can advance the break quicker. It gives us some symbols we maybe don't have. I don't love those animals. Ooh, Explorer. Ooh, Explorer in a double diversity game. Oof, and an elephant's out here. Interested. And a rhinoceros. We have a reptile release, but I see no reptiles to go with it, so it's a bummer. That side, Flamingo and Lorikeet, probably. You're thinking we were supposed to keep Wombat side, Flamingo, and Lorikeet. Interested. Well, I didn't do exactly that. We could rush to Australia. To Australia might be the appropriate thing to rush here, actually. Our opponent is drawing a bunch of cards. Okay, that's fine by me. I think my opening is set up the Wombat with a Australia partner zoo, claim to Australia early. Set up side entrance. Somehow get some build actions for money. Probably upgrade build right away, actually. Rush 2 Aussie and then 5 habitat or species. Yeah, I think that's the game plan here. I agree. So I think I actually just build like a 2-space enclosure for this Wombat. I might put the 2-space enclosure up here. No. The side entrance is probably supposed to come up here, right? The side entrance has to go on 2 border spaces. Oh, but it doesn't, so it doesn't really want to be next to water either, because you want to put stuff next to it. Slightly tricky to figure out the placements here. I don't know how to use side entrance the best here, so whatever. We're just going to play stuff out. I guess I should take the Australia Partner Zoo first action, actually, because getting blocked on that is going to cause... Oh, except... Okay, so I'm not going to be able to claim Australia till the second break. Oh, awkward. Awkward. Deeply awkward. You think the bottom left is the side entrance? Interesting. I actually think I disagree, but... I feel like what I do is I put the regular Wombat right here. I feel like I was gonna put Wombat right here, and then side entrance up here and build off the side entrance the rest of the way. That works too? Okay. I think that's what's gonna happen. I mean, that only gives 3 spaces. No, that only gives 4 spaces for the side entrance to be next to, but I mean 4 spaces for the side entrance feels fine, right? I can drop a decent amount of stuff next to the side entrance. Get our income going. Putting the one downside of putting the thing here is that this is often a spot for a big pasture. This map's can be a little tricky to make sure that you can drop huge animals in the late game. But I guess I could leave this open for a 5 space. This could be open for a 5 space. I'm going to have to upgrade build on this map, I think. And that's fine. But let's take this 5 extra income money early, too. We have a lot of things we want to do. So... Other maps, 4 spaces seems like the best of this map. Other maps give 5, but you can then go near the side entrance. Yeah. Alright, we're about to get a cards action. The real other question is, am I actually snapping this Explorer off? Like, upgrading to be able to play Explorer in a game with species diversity seems kind of wildly good. I mean, so many of these cards feel wildly good, but the Elephant and Rhinoceros are coming so much later. Like, I don't have time for Elephant and Rhinoceros. And they're also giving me Asia Herbivore tags, which are, like, honestly not that important for my game. Because those are probably going to be easy enough to find. I think I'm supposed to take Explorer and upgrade sponsors so I can play Explorer. Explorer is just insane value here, right? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think I'm supposed to upgrade build so I can multi-build. And even hit the end goal of side entrance. Duh, sure. I think I'm taking the Explorer. It's a little bit... It's a little bit unsure. So many good cards there, but I just don't really need to draw more random cards off the deck at the moment. I already can't hold everything into the break. So, I think Explorer is just so good. It's so much money and so many points. So, this game we're going to have way more money than last game. So, like, that's going to be great. Our opponent can call the break at any point because their sponsors is maxed out. So, they don't really... There's really not a huge advantage for them calling the break yet, though, so that's good news. I kind of want the break to come fairly quickly, because I want to be able to do 2 Australia pretty soon. I think I'm supposed to play the side entrance, though, right now. Well, I can also clever something, right? Whoops. I forgot that I was also setting myself up to clever something here. I guess I can clever association down for a bit, because I'm not going to be associating for a while. Unless my opponent does call the break. That's the tricky bit. This is where it would really have helped if I remembered anything that they drew. If they're likely to call a break or likely to play a sponsor. I'm gonna... I don't know. I don't know, team. I'm gonna push association down, but I could come to regret that. With 7 cards in no hand side, you would guess they're gonna play a sponsor. I kind of agree that they're gonna likely build. Like, it feels like they're gonna do several more actions. So they're gonna play a monkey. Okay, makes sense. All right, fun question. Am I greedy enough to build a 2-space enclosure to then put the wombat in? And the answer is I might be. I might be greedy enough to do that. Actually, I have enough money that I could play the wombat and the Horsefield Tarsier if I do that. Right? Because I'd be left with $24. Or I could even play the Porcupine still. I think I am greedy enough to do that. Seems very greedy. What am I pouching here? I guess that's a fair question. It needs the partner zoo. Oh, duh. Thank you. I can't play the Tarsier. Okay. Well, then I'm just pouching. I'm just pouching the Horsefields thing. That's fine. I don't need that. I don't know what I'm taking an Asia partner zoo for sure. I'll just play the Wombat. It's fine. I don't need to set up the double stuff yet. I think it's more likely that my opponent calls a break now that he got his animal out, but I'm not sure. You think that's correct? Against you, you would just snap the break if I build again, even though you discard 3. Interesting. Fair enough. Alright, well, this is fine. Come on, break. Oh, he is breaking. Excellent. Alright, I am sad that I have association so low. Now I'm good if he breaks and also good if he doesn't, yeah. Actually, like, it's kind of awkward now what I've done because I really wish I could sponsor right away, but I've unfortunately shoved my association down the line. Because, like, I'd love to get a build action here, an improved build action, but that's okay. It's okay. What do we got? We have a European release project. Doesn't look terrible for us. I think I'm still supposed to build here. I think just building a 2-space up towards the park restaurant and next to the side entrance is good. Yeah. Gosh, it's sad not to be building something bigger though. Am I supposed to just build a 5-space right here? Am I supposed to build a 5-space early so that I have the opportunity? Actually, ooh, I have a ton of money at the moment. I'm gonna have really good income, and then maybe I do just take an early elephant. Well, that science museum looks really hard to get out. This journey's gonna need a montage of everything said and done. It starts with you discarding all the cards you wanted. It ends with me getting a plaque at WBC. We'll see that. You would just do the 2 size. I mean, that was probably smarter, but here I went. I fit a giant thing in for the future. Probably is too greedy, but whatever. All right, fun question. Am I snapping off an elephant here? I'm very tempted to just snap an elephant off here. There's a decent argument that this release project, though, is actually what I should be taking, because then I could just release this porcupine after I play it. I think I'm actually swayed by that argument. I'm swayed by that argument. Actually, alternatively, wait a sec. I also want to put this explorer down. Okay, new plan. Actually, X cards out of the row. Then use an upgraded association action to do the Australian project. Upgrade sponsors so I can then sponsor Explorer. Yes. You love this? Yeah, I think this is better. Seeing ahead a turn or two here, so getting in position to set up the Explorer so I can get it out of my hand. This early Explorer is going to be so good when I have so few tags thus far. So we're going to be doing great. I can just pick snapping and then take the Bavarian National Park. I think that's also the play here, actually. The clever back really hurt us, but this was a nice way to get out of it. Yeah, the clever back was too clever. I shouldn't have pushed association back, but... Alright, Australia. I think I am taking snapping first here, and I do think this Bavarian National Forest is great because I could play this. Oh, this is so good, actually. I can play this porcupine, then I can release it, and then I can play those tags again. I play the tags again for Explorer, which sounds really dumb to be able to double Explore shit. Admittedly, the Europe tag's a little tricky to find again, but... Also, this way I don't actually feel that bad about putting the stupid porcupine in my giant enclosure I built. you were just wondering how long it was going to take for me to get aggressive with exit out actions. It's fine. Just play the Stoat at the same time. Oh no, don't do that. How am I supposed to play the Stoat at the same time? I have no enclosure, right? Also, why are you saying don't do it? Or you're saying don't put the Porcupine in the Giant pen. I don't know what, I'm not sure which. I say too many things. That is what you're saying, yes. Why should I not put the Porcupine in the big enclosure? Am I not allowed to release it then? Or you're saying I shouldn't be aiming to release it? You're gonna have to write slightly more. This is where I should be in voice chat with you, but releasing it comes from the 2 size. Oh, I can't pick the bigger one? Okay, I will not do that then. Thank you. Thank you. Correct, okay. Alright, let's not do that then. Let's not do that. I guess I will build before I put animals out. Not having upgraded build is a bit of a bummer. Yeah, not having upgraded build's a bit of a bummer, but whatever. I'm gonna play an explorer, and I'll be pretty happy about that. We're gonna play explorer. We can build a dinky little enclosure and put our Porcupine into it. This part of the sequence feels just a little slow because not having upgraded build yet is gonna cost us a bit. Also, our side entrance not actually producing us money for probably another cycle is pretty sad, but hindsight, but you wish this was a flamingo? Hey, no, totally fair. You were probably correct to have kept a flamingo. Like, I fully accept that you are still better than I am. I am still doing and missing things all over the place, and like, of course I am. Why wouldn't I be? I am still on the road to strong. I'm not even a strong player yet. I'm hoping to be a strong player after this game. This start feels reasonably good, but I mean, this is the other problem. Like, I've barely paid attention to my opponent. My opponent is also playing Silver Lake, so you know that's a concern. Although they've not really got that much out of it yet, but they have an early guerrilla field research. That's cool. They do have a lot of reputation already, so that's also good. They have 2 upgraded cards and build. Upgraded build is certainly very good for them here with all these bonuses around the lake. Good thing that they don't have Science Museum, eh? The Science Museum looks really good for if that was in their hand. Luckily, it's not. Alright. Yeah, so I put a Porcupine in, I get to put this Science Museum, I can dig for something else other than the Science Museum. We'll release the Porcupine, we'll get a partner zoo when we do that. It's gonna be sweet. That's all gonna be really nice. But yeah, our income's actually not insane yet because I've not got the things where they need to be yet, but you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. We will eventually have insane income, but first I need to be able to upgrade build, and then second I need to actually throw a bunch of shit everywhere. Our opponent's getting tons of money. I'm probably gonna call a break with my next sponsor action. Calling a break soon could be nice. Alright, builds, do a little dinky build, another 2-space enclosure. I think it's supposed to be next to the side entrance here, so that, like, we could get more park restaurant income, but if we're about to fill it, and then we'll get more side entrance income. I mean, we're going to release it, but whatever. I think this is fine for layout reasons. Eventually, taking the 2-space enclosure reward will really help us fill our board faster, and with side entrance, filling our board faster could be very lucrative. But actually, that probably when we do this release, our bonus probably is the 2-space. Oh, I forgot this map gave me a free aviary or reptile house too. Oh god. Yeah, that also will super help us fill this map. The side entrance points should definitely... I think we actually are going for the 12 appeal of filling in our map.
because we get another 5 spaces filled for free. But we do have to really think about where we're putting an aviary or reptile house, because oh god, are we already like a lot of all of this space is not available, and we're gonna put some stuff here. So we sort of have to like leave this space. We have to leave like this space for an aviary or this space for a reptile house. Also, leaving some of this space down here for an aviary is not next to a rock, which could come to bite us. But it's pretty hard to leave an open aviary space. Unless I just take the aviary very soon. But why am I taking an aviary at the moment? I don't have any clear reason to take an aviary yet, but it's definitely useful to remember. Random side notes about the aviary rep house: you don't have to have build upgraded to take it. Oh, really? Thank you for that rule. I wouldn't have known that, and I wouldn't have necessarily intuited that. I'm still going to upgrade build, I'm pretty sure, but I guess, yeah. The reward. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, yeah. Like, that reward on my map means that I can just take one of those, even if I don't have build upgraded, which is very good to know, because I would not, again, yeah, I would not have guessed that, so. Alright, Porcupine. Oh, hey, actually, when we release the Porcupine, that's right, the game doesn't have memory, so I can release him from this enclosure, so this enclosure will stay for the park restaurant. That feels really good. Oh god, I also forgot Explorer. My god, team, Explorer is so good. Just giving us an extra point in a thing. Now we can dig. Goodbye, Science Museum. Is there a better card hiding behind you? A Mandrill? I can't play that. Is there a better card hiding behind the Mandrill? There is! There is a better animal. Look at all of those symbols I don't have. What an Explorer. Alls I have to do is get some research icons, so we'll work on that. That seems like a university action we can afford to take someday. It's early days, but you're unaccustomed to you having so few unis and partner zoos. Yeah. I mean, my early games, I definitely focused more on universities and partner zoos, but I increasingly am very, very pro on doing early projects. Early projects for this card snapping and the 2-space enclosures has felt so good. I'm very warmed up to that just being better than doing this engine building stuff. Doing project engine building is so good. You get upgraded cards, you can get bonuses from here. Like, also to be clear, my game plan is absolutely to win the race for this partner zoo and this university. I plan to get the partner zoo when I do this release project, right? So, like, very much the game plan is to beat my opponent to a free partner zoo, free university. So why take too many of those actions early here? Speaking of, I would really like the break to happen soon, although so would my opponent. But I really want my association dude. So I think taking a cards action, and actually I think I am going to finally just snap this elephant and hold this elephant for eventualities. I think I am going to just hold this elephant for eventualities at this point. I mean, I guess I could do this. Maybe I'm supposed to take breeding cooperation. Oh no, if I take breeding cooperation, then the elephant can fall off the list. No. I can snap some new shit that comes when the break happens. I'm calling the break if my opponent doesn't here. My workers, my association guy is already ready to immediately go slam on another thing, but I think my opponent might call the break. Oh, he does. Thank you, opponent. Let's go. Let's go. All right. We get to take our upgraded build action. Yes, we do. We get to take our Asia partner zoo. We have a bunch of Asia creatures in hand. Actually, should I take an Asia partner zoo? So weird. Like, it saves me money, but because of Explorer and because of habitat and species diversity, having a partner zoo of, like, Americas or Africa seems okay here, because I'm going to play Asia animals anyhow, and I don't need the partner zoo for these Asia animals. Well, I'm also going to lose my Europe icon, don't forget that. Don't forget that. I will say I'm pretty far away from getting a second association worker. Unless I upgrade association so I can take another partner zoo. That's a little awkward. I have no reputation still this game. Just no reputation going. I'm gonna get a reputation from the national park at least, but our rep game is slow. A grizzly bear. Is that grizzly bear good? It seems like it should be good, but it's not. Oh, it gives me a worker. Wait a second. It gives me a worker. The double predator icon, though, holy shit. I have no way to play that thing. But otherwise. Alright, do we take an expert on the Americas? I mean, it's an America symbol, and it gives us kiosks, which help fill our map up. I think the answer is I do snap this expert on Americas. It gives me a sponsor that's actually worth playing, and it knocks out an Americas icon I don't have. This grizzly bear just is not that good for me or my opponent at the current position. I guess someday I might want to put this bird in this aviary, but the rest of the things don't feel very important to me. So I think having a good sponsor could be very nice here. Yeah, because actually I could immediately sponsor the expert on the Americas. That seems good. All right, which actually, speaking of immediate, I still absolutely am starting with doing my national forest. Goodbye porcupine. I think I am taking the 2-space enclosure reward. Or maybe this is take the worker. Wait a sec. Okay, but playing the panda is impossible, so never mind for the bear. Yeah. The panda is only possible, actually, if I take this worker, so I can then put the zoo out. I actually think this is worker. I think this is worker bonus. Because association is going to come back around soon enough. And being able to take a uni is pretty good here. Yeah. I think this is actually worker bonus as much as I've been hyping up the other income bonuses. Worker seems fine here. Yeah, I agree. I think this is fine. All right, I get a new partner zoo. I still think this partner zoo is supposed to be Asia partner zoo. I have so many Asia tags, so it's gonna save me a lot of money. There's so many Asia animals in the game. I might come to regret that later if I fail to get diversity out fast enough. I said I want build upgraded pretty badly. I'm not gonna have car animals upgraded though. I think I need build upgraded though. My rep game is really slow this way though. I like worker too. I've been trying to get better about not snapping that worker as often, but here I think it is correct. I'm pretty happy with worker here. I'm less happy about having no reputation and not like great ways to get reputation. uh, but you know, we'll work on that. Work on that. Also, might actually play this elephant here this round. Looks like I might be playing this elephant pretty soon. Is this going to be one of the games where I don't upgrade cards because I'm just never actually getting enough reputation for it to matter? Except, wait a sec, my freaking zoo. I'm supposed to have reputation. Oh no, team. We're actually failing our final reward. Although, okay, we can totally still get 2 points. Whatever, we can get 2 points off this card by getting to 9 reputation and just not worry about the rest of the track. We'll see. What have I done? I know! I gave up on my, like, bonus. Oh, it's so bad. Alright, expert on the Americas. Let's go. Explorer just gives me more money. We get free freaking kiosks. Also, if we get out 5 kiosks, we get a bonus point. So, like, we're probably going to have a lot of kiosks by the end. Which, actually, speaking of, why not have a kiosk here, eh? Yeah, kiosk right there seems fine. Let's go. We're gonna have so many kiosks by the time we're done. All right. So if we could get an Africa and a Europe tag, we could knock things out pretty quickly here. Speaking of, what is this next build action? This next build action is a 3, a kiosk, and a pavilion. And then we also could immediately play a sponsors card for money. Ugh, that's not good. I'm not ready to do that. All right, so don't put that there. That's that. Oh, also wait. Continue to think about where my free thing goes. Am I a reptile house guy or am I an aviary still? My some like this free thing down the road feels correct, but God, my locations to put it are limited. I guess don't limit myself is the new answer. Oh, also, hey, there's a reputation that I forgot I could get. Alright, well, let's keep that reputation in mind. Alright. We're going to throw our elephant into this big enclosure someday. So, let's build another big enclosure and a kiosk. A 3-space enclosure, a kiosk, and a pavilion. Let's just build a big old 4-space enclosure. Let's be ready for stuff. Let's build another kiosk. Really get that income ramped up. With Explorer and our income, we just actually have insane money. Like, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine on money. That's why that card is crazy. 2 points easy and 4 points some games easy. Wait, what's 4 points some games? What card? What was I talking about? Explorer? No, Explorer is so many points. Maybe you meant Americas. How many points Americas is? Favorite zoo. Oh, yeah. Favorite zoo is so good. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Favorite zoo is just a dumb objective because it's just like always 2 points. So, okay. I guess a cards action here is okay. I draw 2 cards. That's not great. I draw 2 random cards here though. Like I am. I should just animals, right? Wait, I can't animals. I can't. Oh yeah, because I don't have my sponsorship. Okay, I want to double play animals here. So if I cards, I hopefully draw into an animal I can play. All right, let's try that. Let's try that. That looks like an Australian animal. An Australian lizard is all. Oh wait, we already have Australia tags. Whoops, Africa. I can't play you. Well, that's sad. Iconic animal Africa. Yeah, that's not helpful. All right, congrats, Mr. Lizard Man. Oh wait, where is Mr. Lizard Man living? In a giant pasture, and then I eventually move him to a reptile house? I've heard of worse plans. I've heard of worse plans. All right, we're a reptile house game. It's happening, team. Reptile house is happening. Where is the reptile house going? Right here? No. The reptile house. The reptile house is going down here. Right here is the reptile house, right? These 5 spaces. Reptile house, you live right there. Okay, check. All right, we would like more reptiles. Long term, that'd be nice. But, we'll take what we can get. We'll see. But we'll put some animals into some enclosures after we take our requisite university in order to play our animal. We're going to be able to double sponsors, but one of the really sad things here is we just frankly don't have anything to sponsor, so our multiplier on the sponsors from the Red Panda is going to be pretty sad. We're going to have so much money. Actually, I have enough money I could just play the elephant here. Wait a second. Do I just play the elephant here? Is it time to just get the elephant out of hand? Although the panda plus the thorn devil gets us to 4 different species icons, and then we would only need a bird or a predator or a primate in order to get to 5. That sounds smarter though. We should rush species diversity. Yeah, habitat diversity is a little slow here. We don't have Europe or Africa. The Africa shouldn't be too hard to get. The Europe could be tricky to get. Although, look at this European predator that I've conveniently forgot about. Although it requires a Europe tag to play it, never mind. It's not the answer. But we are going to need to hunt a Europe card somewhat focusedly. But yeah, getting to 5 species could be pretty important. Our opponent is within striking distance of our free university. And when I say our free university, I mean he's thinking it's his free university, and we can't have that. That can't be. That cannot be allowed. So whatever, we're just gonna waste the multiplier on sponsors probably, but that's okay. Alright, Panda Explorer is so dumb. So much money and so many points. Like, let's go Explorer. Alright. Congrats, Thorned Devil. You get to temporarily live in just a giant frickin' space until I build you a reptile house. Hope you enjoyed this. Treat you so well. So I could double sponsor to cause the break, but our opponent, like, calling the break also seems kind of insane here, because our opponent looks like they're suffering way more than we are. Like, I still have money. I probably just take a boosted build action here, actually. But yeah, it sucks to not have sponsor cards to play. But, you know, I guess maybe I snap this Expert on Africa eventually. That would be handy. Yeah, that could be really handy. But yeah, I think the build action's okay here. Yeah, I think the build action's okay here. I'm gonna go with it's fine. Um, our opponent's doing pretty well, right? Like, our opponent has a nice game here. They have some nice kiosk income flowing. Our opponent's pretty close to 4 on habitat diversity, which gets them pretty close to knocking us out. They also are knocking us out of the park on the reputation track. Oh, also they are already unlocked association. So many people do this. They unlock associations so fast so that they can donate. I guess it's not this fast. Our opponent's upgrade. Wait, our opponent didn't. Oh, they've not upgraded animals or sponsors yet. Someday I'll try this out. Anyhow, I can double sponsor here to cause the break, but I don't know that that's good. So yeah, I think I am gonna build first. I don't think causing the break is what I want quite yet. I do this, I get to draw a card. I'll draw a card from the deck. If it's a sponsor, then we could cover the sponsor space. Oh, hey, it is a sponsor. It's a water playground, which is fine. Okay, I'll play a... Well, actually, why play a sponsor for money? I have double sponsorship available. Let's not. Do I try to get lucky again and draw another sponsorship? I have my Reptile House. Lock in Reptile House. Reptile House is going here. It's next to Water and Rock. It's perfect. Do not interfere with Reptile House. Just build a one-space enclosure? Sure, I don't have one of those. Maybe I want it later. And then we get lucky and find another sponsor that's playable. No, we're not that lucky. Oh, hey, but we get a thing that absolutely is fantastic to throw into a reptile house. And oh, actually, we already have an America's symbol. But America's symbols come with free kiosks, so, you know, whatever. Congratulations, broad-snouted caiman. You are going to live in a lovely reptile house someday. Alright, I am going to cause the break here. I'm going to play Water Playground and cause the break. Yeah, that's fine. Is that fine? Actually, I don't know that that's fine. I think our opponent is kind of in trouble. I think the correct move for me is actually to X cards out of the way. I don't think I need a cards action. I'm going to say I don't need a cards action at the start of next round. So I think I can X cards out of the way, make my opponent do something weird, then do my double sponsorship. I don't see how my opponent can force a break in their position. They just don't have the stuff. They can't take an association action. They have like no money to take animals actions. And we'll be set up to do a very fast association, although what were we even going to associate at the start of next round? Who knows? God, with upgraded sponsorship, it would be so nice if we actually had the reputation to reach Expert on Africa right here and then just buy it off the row. But we don't. We're not that cool. Alright, Water Playground. Let's go. You have to go next to water, eh? That looks like you go right here, and you get us more side entrance money, because more money is obviously what we need. Oh wait, I said I wasn't doing this. Right? Wait, I said I wasn't doing this. I don't need to do this yet. I lied. X cards. We talked about this. We just talked about this. X cards. Future building site for Reptile House. Yes. Keep in mind the Reptile House location at all times, because it's literally the only spot left, and I'm going to, if I don't constantly remind myself where that Reptile House is going, I'm going to forget, and it's going to go horribly awry. Alright, Xing cards, though, yes, feels great. X the cards out of the way. X the cards out of the way, force my opponent to do something awkward. And then we get to do our double sponsorship turn. And then we can play animals after that. Am I ready to play animals? Maybe if I snap some cool animal. I'd really like to get ready for species. What? God, I'm missing a lot of species though. Bird, predator, primate. Yeah. Yeah, I can only get 2 points off species diversity. I should really get the 5 points off species diversity, but my opponent's also 1 away from species diversity. Oof. Oofda. Not good. Not good. Yeah, having no birds or predators or primates is not good. If our opponent beats us to 5 species diversity and beats us to the university, which they might, the game's very up in the air. Our opponent also has pretty insane income, actually. Alright, our opponent built a couple things. And they're moving animals down. Okay. Looks like they're putting themselves in a position to force a break if they need to, which they're close to. I think I do my double sponsors turn now. Alright, now we do this. And cause the break. Alright. Alright, game, give us some cards that would solve our issues. Expert in herbivores does not solve our issues. Archaeologists gives us a point if we fill the map, and gives us bonus every time we hit the play. Okay, it gives us very little. Alright. We can snap a expert on Africa just for an Africa tag. It's not the worst plan. Yeah, this is not the worst plan. Plus, maybe the X's at the end of the game are points for us. It's not a terrible card. This is a thing we can never play. This is a thing we basically can't play. All right, yeah, Expert on Africa is the best card here. Check. Cool. Oh, this is a Primate tag, actually. Wait a sec. Primate tag also is actually pretty legit there. Primate tag pretty legit. Okay. Primatologist was also reasonable. Yeah, it might have actually been better. I don't know. I admit I am slightly behind on I'm slightly behind on the race to 5 for both of these, kind of. I guess the continents were pretty equal, although the continents he needs are Asia and Africa, which do not seem that hard. He has 5 cards in hand. Yeah, I'm a bit spooked here. Definitely a bit spooked here. I'm pretty spooked. I don't have the right cards to be winning at the moment. Huh. I think I'm supposed to take a university here, and it's probably supposed to be the 2-rep university. Taking a university feels a little bit weird when I was supposed to get one off the track, but I don't see how I'm getting one off the track. Oh wait, unless I just take species diversity at 2. Wait a sec. What if I accept that I'm losing the race to species diversity? So I lose the race to species diversity, and that still puts me 1 CP away from the university. I don't see a clearer way around that. It does let me build my reptile house, though, which is pretty helpful. But it doesn't get me the card upgrades. The university gets me 2 card upgrades. I think I just accept that I'm losing this race. I think I am losing the race to species diversity. So I think I am just getting this university knocked out. Alright, which card are we not upgrading this game? We're definitely upgrading animals for more rep. But do we need to upgrade cards? We probably do need to upgrade cards at this point. Maybe we move far enough on that track. Not upgrading association is fine. I mean, I could try to get 2 more partner zoos, but that seems bad. Actually, where am I ever getting another worker from? Oh, I eventually get this worker so I can double do. Yeah, I think this is fine. Upgrade cards. Cards also seems fine to not upgrade. I kind of agree, except I think I kind of need to go through the deck right now to find stuff. I'm about to play. I kind of have like a couple cards to play, and then I'm out of stuff to play, and I can't even win a race to habitat diversity yet because I need a Europe icon. So I think the fact cards upgrade gets me places is important. Although God, I also have insane money. I do have insane money. Donations are actually pretty good here. Donations are pretty good here for me. And maybe I do get time for 2 partner zoos. Oh, actually 2 partner zoos is a way to get the Europe icon, actually. Wait a sec. A way to get the Europe icon is a partner zoo. Opening up the rep track is mildly valuable. It might be, but honestly, where am I getting rep from? From the animals action, sure. But I've talked myself into upgraded association. Although, God, when do I have... No, I get a worker as soon as I take a partner zoo. I think getting a partner zoo is how I get the icons I need. I can take a Europe partner zoo. He just played expert in herbivores, so he's definitely beating me to species diversity and this zoo. So you're on board. I think I'm on board with this too. It's not incredible, unfortunately, but it's fine. All right, upgraded animals action. I could build animals from the board. None of the animals on the board are good enough. Okay, the animals action's a little awkward at the moment because I can build the elephant, but I don't have a second animal either, which is annoying. Definitely annoying. I could manually build a reptile house. Then I would have room to build 2 animals. Although then I don't have enough money. Alright, just play the elephant by itself. Oh, or I could just play the caiman by itself. The caiman lets me snap a card from the display. I could snap the giraffe. And then play the giraffe. Kick sponsors down. I don't have a strong reason to sponsor anymore. This expert on Africa is not necessary. Alright, that was a long turn. Things are awry, but now we sponsor our European partner zoo immediately. Then we can take a build action to throw more shit on the board. I guess I can play the expert on Africa at that point. I am supposed to fit 2 more kiosks down for expert on the Americas, which is not too hard to achieve. It's just useful to make sure I don't F that up too. The reptile house will nicely clear space out. Although, actually, shit, wait a second. Oh no, wait a second. Robbie, I think you told me this and I've F'd it up, didn't I? Well, at least this guy's gonna leave the big enclosure, but this guy, I'm not gonna be allowed to open up my 4 space. Yes, I agree. I only have 1 spot for the reptile house. The reptile house is absolutely still the plan. I think I screwed up this guy. I forgot. I do get to open the 4 space. I agree I get to open the 5 space. I don't get to open the 4 space, do I? Because it's next to water. Oh, I get to open the 5. Okay, because the only spot that this guy could be in, I'm going to have to open up a 1 space or a 2 space. Why? Wait, why could I open a 2 space? Oh, because of rock. No, I don't know. Why can't I open the 4 space? I guess I'm gonna have to read the rules on this. This part does not make intuitive sense to me on what I'm allowed to release and what I'm not. Anyhow, goodbye research zoo. I'm not a research zoo. Sorry. My opponent. Wait, my opponent left the free university. Okay, I get the university even though I kind of don't want it now. Weird. Fair enough. I definitely want to win the race to the 5 on habitat diversity, so I take my Europe icon. And I think I am supposed to donate. I have a lot of money, a lot of income. So I think donating is correct. My opponent also has a lot of money, actually. Huh. I don't know what huh is, but anyhow. So I do get to do the 5 space because it's next to water, and the 2 space because the 1 space isn't full. Ah, the one space isn't full. Duh. Okay, I have to open enclosure. So okay. Basically, the answer to shorten it up, the answer is when I move animals, I can claim that they're coming from. I have to take them from the smallest enclosure that they could be in. But yeah, okay, fair enough. Okay, reopening the 5 is the really important bit. I was hoping to reopen the 4 just to be more flexible on animals I could play in the future, but and it's my choice if multiple are tied. Sure, sure. All right, we eventually do at least hit this bonus on the track, which is going to give us another point at least. We do want to get time to build our 4th partner zoo, just for the 2 points. I think we'll have time for that. We do get to take another build action here. I will take the free reptile house shortly. Do I have a sponsor in hand? I have Expert on Africa. Sure, I'll put Expert on Africa down for free. So what else do I build here? Do I just build another 4-size enclosure just for flexibility's sake? If I get a big animal? That seems fine, actually. Build a 4-size, and then just drop another pavilion at this point. Yeah, drop another pavilion, up that. Oh, do I have enough spaces for my kiosks minigame? I do. I do have enough spaces for the kiosk minigame. Alright, cool. Worry about that later. Alright, Expert on Africa. Give me a couple points, maybe some endgame points. Move an action card to 1. Oh, that's what Expert on Africa does. It gives me the clever ability. Amazing. I can kick. What do I want to kick? I actually guess I kick animals. I don't have animals to play. I've used up all my money. I'm going to want to call the break pretty quickly here. Actually, I also want to kick. I want to kick, and I want to use my. I want to do a project pretty badly too. So I think I take a cards action. I think I do a cards action because I could use cards. Am I wrong to think that the 4 not being next to water matters? Wrong to think. Uh, you're correct to consider it. That is what I will get my 5-space pasture enclosure back. Pasture. We're not playing Agricola. All right, my opponent's earning points. It's concerning when my opponent is earning points. They're supposed to just sit here and let me win easily. That was the preferable thing. All right, can they possibly cause the break on me if I use a cards action? It appears that they currently can't. Let's give them a second to see if that changes. We're currently tied. I'm gonna beat them to species or habitat diversity. I can claim species diversity. I don't have enough projects either. We've had a lack of projects for a while now. If there were more projects, that would help. Anyhow, I see no way that my opponent can break me if I don't use my worker right now. But let's double check that I'm not crazy. My opponent, if they call sponsor, is 4. They have no X tokens. They don't have money. I don't see how my opponent can break me. Personally, you love that I call them pastures. Great. Your mic just got much better somehow. It's likely that you refreshed your stream or something, but I don't know. Nobody else has been complaining about. I don't know. Maybe I accidentally moved it closer to my mouth otherwise. Maybe I was quiet. I don't know. Anyhow, I'm going to draw some rando cards here and hope it gets better. I did move it closer to my face. Okay, cool. All right. Answer. Sorry that it was slightly too far away. I think I'm taking some random cards from the deck, hoping that they give me some future direction here. Then I can do my project. All right. Have you given me answers? An Asia release? An Asia release? Hey, that does give me answers. That does give me answers. Oh, also a Europe double rock. Are you any good? Maybe you're good. You might be good.
You're no good at all. You can go away. Okay, Asia release is definitely helpful. Quite helpful. Releasing an elephant is pretty good. I lose the ticket, right? But I don't lose the conservation point. It wasn't bad before, but it's just better. Okay, cool.
I will try to remember to keep this slightly closer on future streams. Makes total sense that that would, improve things. That is correct on the release. Okay, well then this is a pretty sick release. I get to reopen my giant pasture, which feels excellent. My opponent can beat. Okay, notice, alert, alert. My opponent can claim 5. My opponent can claim 5. Don't let them. Oh, they don't have any workers. It's not a real threat, but whatever. Do not let them beat me to this. Give me my reptile house. I guess give me a university still? Sure, give me a hand-sized university that gives me a rep. I think that's probably worth it. It's arguable that $5 is better, but I'm about to have a ton of money when we call the break again. Wait, don't I get to move my animals? Wait a sec. There we are. Sorry, I almost X'd right past that. Whew. Now we cannot care about where to put the reptile house. Yes, we do have to remember to use the reptile house. All right, clear this one. Oh, this one costs us some income. However, it does allow us to actually play this jumping ibex. Is it important to play this ibex? I don't know. It might be. I think it's probably better to open this one up, even though it's going to cost us a couple bucks. We don't actually have infinite money, given that I keep doing this. Although it looks like I get to call the break again, which gives me $10 more. So, that helps a lot. Yeah, I do get to call the break here. Okay. All right. I very much love the game plan of play an elephant and release the elephant. All of that seems excellent. Continuing to build out the rest of our park so that we get a bunch of bonus points also seems great. And yeah, not having to worry about the reptile house is really nice. Although, yeah, our build actions are actually kind of constrained by I can only build 2. I can only build 2s and 1s, but tight game. Yeah, our opponent's doing good stuff, and we've stalled a little bit. With that said, I don't want to go too far and claim that I'm going to beat that. They have really nice European release. This Vulture is an excellent European release, just sitting there for them. So that's actually a big concern. That's a big concern, but for some reason I feel I'm in control of this game, but that may be naivete speaking. But anyhow, let's see if we flip some great cards. Also, let's look at our opponent. Our opponent only has income. Yeah, they have so few project support. They only have supported one project thus far. That's crazy, actually. Although this Australia project's very hard for them. So, all right. I get to snap a card, but none of these cards are good. I guess Federal Grants is reasonably good. It's. I'm going to get to 9. This is just a point at least. Oh, the snake can live in a reptile house, and I have a European partner zoo, don't I? I do. You're only 2 points though. God, you're bad. And I don't have more appeal. Okay, I don't think you're good. You're in America. Wait a sec. You're in America. I could take an America partner zoo to play you. Taking an America partner zoo to play you is not crazy because I have a reptile house. That might be better than Federal Grant. I don't really care about Federal Grant. I want to play animals. All right, give me an anaconda. I guess I could just play the Anaconda off the row alternatively. Yeah, that's maybe an argument. Whatever. Oh, hey. Hello. Hello. Hello, you. You're a card. You're a card. I would like you. I don't know how I'm going to get you. I'm probably not going to get you. But hello. Goes into our aviary? Yeah, it doesn't go into our aviary. But you know what it does go into? It goes into this lovely giant thing that we're going to put an elephant in and then release elephant, and then we'll put our eagle in there. We're just going to cycle that enclosure. Pasture, sorry. I'll call it pasture for your sake. But correct. Our eagle's just going to go in there. It's fine. Again, when we say our eagle, I kind of suspect it's not our eagle. Also, is there going to be another break this game? Probably. Like, are either me or my opponent actually going to be able to get across the finish line here with 53 points and 40 some dollars? I'm going to guess not. Oh, also goodbye, eagle. This is a fun way to get the eagle. Well done from them. Yep. All right, not our eagle. It was their eagle. Fair enough. They actually took that. They did take an association action to do that, so whatever. It's not. Yeah, I don't know that. Ugh, but yeah, them having an eagle's dangerous. Oh, I could build a petting zoo. Fascinating. It feels kind of late to build a petting zoo, but also it fills in my board faster. Fills in this crick real nicely. Sure, I'll build a petting zoo. What do I need all these other enclosures for? Maybe I build some late petting zoo animals that aren't even visible, so I don't really know what I'm thinking, but whatever. I need more kiosks for my kiosk minigame. And do I actually need more enclosures? It sure doesn't look like I need more enclosures, so give me another pavilion. And give me this X token so it's available. Is this a 140 plan, though? That's a good point, too. Like, did I need the eagle? Because the eagle is helping me get to, like, 140, and instead I need to, yeah, focus on how do I just get 100. I probably don't need an eagle, you're right, because I'm pretty close to filling the board now. Filling the board is 7 points. The elephant plus, like, ibex is a bunch of points. I'm going to release into the park, which is a bunch of points. I still have a 3-point habitat diversity. Wait, not habitat diversity. I have a 2-point species diversity available. I have a 2-point partner zoo available. Yeah. I do want to keep X tokens for the end game if I'm able to. I do want a 5th kiosk. I do want to fill my board pretty badly. I mean, filling my board's really easy at this point. One more build action does it. I can build a 2-space, a kiosk, and a pavilion to finish things out. So yeah, I mean, I don't actually know how many more actions I need. Like, I'm gonna double animal here. I double animal. I probably just use my association action. Yeah, we'll see. A 10 strength association action might be in the game plan. Oh, I forgot I could do. Wait, 8 strength association action could be in the game plan. I forgot that was a thing. Oh, because I can also donate if I had enough money left over. I don't actually have enough money left over. I guess I'm playing the Ibex actually too because it gives me money back. I might need to use this to call a break. I probably actually do need to use sponsors to call a break again. I don't have sponsors to play anyhow, and I probably do need just a little more money to force the game end. Maybe I don't though. We'll see. But yeah, I have a lot of X's here. I could just take the X bonus back actually. Maybe I am about to take like a strength 8 association action so that I can do my partner zoo and a 5-point release. That'd be pretty sick. But first, an elephant. A big old elephant. Wee. Also, what endgame goals do you have for me, elephant? Please be. Oh, no, my opponent had expert in herbivores. I'm helping him. All right, give me some good cards. Conservation Zoo or Aquatic Park? Well, Conservation Zoo is at least 2 points and maybe gets to be 3. So that's pretty good. It wasn't insane value, but I mean, still 2 or 3 extra is still wildly good. Don't get me wrong, but we'll manage a 4. Oh no, more expert in herbivores. We're giving our opponent so much money. We should be so worried. I mean, we should be mildly worried. Actually, we have so little money. I don't have enough money to fill in my board. So I guess the game plan actually might be X cards, boost association action, and then boost sponsors to end things, and then take build into animals, and that hopefully will end the game. Build into animals, like end by trying to play some decent animals. I mean, I don't even have decent animals to play. Maybe the build will end the game. Am I close to ending the game just off of this national park? Not really, right? I'm gonna lose 8, so I'm down to 65. This is to 80. If I boost the partner zoo, 86. I don't have the money to donate. I'm at 86. If I take the money, I can build, but the problem is building doesn't end the game either. Side entrance is not immediate score. I think I do have to call one more break, which is not great. It's not great. Oh, also, God, yeah, I didn't even pay attention. Our opponent, could our opponent have taken, our opponent could have, oh no, they couldn't totally block us from partner zoos. We can take one of these. My opponent taking partner zoo and using up their worker on a partner zoo instead of a project seems wrong, but again, what do I know? What do I know? My opponent does seem slightly stalled here, which is interesting. Oh no, here, they're playing the eagle now. Okay, eagle now. Sure. What's next? What's next? Oh, also, I forgot that this was an America's card, which comes with a free kiosk. It might have been right to play one of the America cards. I don't have the America Partner Zoo yet. Alright. I think I am going to X cards here. You don't think your opponent is treating this like the endgame? Yeah, that could be. They might just be... Oh, here they go. Here they go. Now they're releasing... They released... Okay. Did they release the eagle? No, they didn't release the eagle. They did release the stork. Yeah. That was huge for them. That was a very good move for them. But yeah, they're kind of stalled out too. I think we are going to have to call another break and then play cards. The question comes down to if they have any big animals left to play. I have a huge enclosure that's going to be ready for any exciting creature if I could snap one. But we'll see if one comes up, basically. I'm slightly short of super exciting things, but anyhow, yeah, I really like the idea of X. Yeah, just X cards is an action, which is pretty lame here to X cards, but I think it's better than, well, I could draw cards, right? I could draw cards. Maybe drawing cards is actually correct. Draw cards, then do the boosted double action. Just take the X tokens as the bonus, then call a break, then build, then hopefully build huge animals to end it. It's a pretty reasonable 5-turn sequence. This gives me more chances of finding some really impactful animals to end the game. So I think this is fine. Don't think my opponent can break me. No, they can't. And this also helps make the break easier, so I don't have to use X tokens. So yeah, never mind, this works. Alright, deck, give me some hot shit. I have no primate icons, so that was like a total whiff. Yeah. That was just not the sauce. Okay, that was not the sauce, but all right. We do get to do a sweet association action here, though, which is like 7 green points, but we lose our elephant. Still pretty good. But yeah, I'm slightly less sure we have this game because we're giving our opponent a decent number of turns, and I'm calling a break, so they are going to have a ton of money. But I also don't know that my opponent has big animal point bombs, and it's also not clear our opponent has any good projects left. I mean, they have a 3 project left, which is not bad given they're already at 70 points. And I guess my opponent's very close to another point on the rep track. This does seem like a game where I've just not been punished for never upgrading cards, really, because like I really am not gonna. I'm not losing significant reputation this game. Like I'm gonna get to 9, but then I genuinely don't know if I'm actually gonna like waste any reputation gains. I guess I am. I'm wasting 1 because I probably am taking an animals action at 5. But anyhow, all right. Boosted sponsor action. We give me a North America partner zoo. Oh, because this also gives me a kiosk. Incredible. Yeah, let's go. Free kiosk. Kiosk here for more money. This is the best money kiosk. I guess this kiosk could be even more money. Yay. Take 2? What? Oh, no, wait. Here we are. Player supported. Yeah, sorry. I see. This one. Please release my elephant and give me those X tokens back for when I might need them. Because I'm not going to need money after I cause this next break. Yeah, we get up to 86, which is close. But yeah, even building wasn't enough to end the game here. So I have to call a break. Unless my opponent calls a break. That'd be cool. My opponent calling a break would be great. Because then I get to just build into animals. Which would be fine. That'd be fine. I have 2 animals in my hand that are playable. They're 10 points. You know, not incredible, but good enough. The build action is gonna give him the 7 appeal, so we're gonna eke over the edge, but then I guess our end game is pretty strong. Our end game is 4. Our end game is 5 green points and something like 8 appeal. It's pretty good. Did I ever chat as blocking it? Oh, sorry. Yeah, you guys can never see that. No, I still have habitat, or wait, habitat diversity. Yeah, no, I beat 5 habitat diversity. My opponent has not sponsored habitat diversity, so my opponent still has the 4 or the space for 3 available. I'll have to think about where to put chat while streaming Ark Nova, huh? I didn't think about that. Maybe chat is better. No, I don't know. Weird. Because I see I'm also covering up the sponsor cards, so you can't really see them. What do other streamers do? I don't know where to put chat while streaming Ark Nova. Everything feels important. It's not clear where chat belongs. I guess the answer is maybe I need an Ark Nova one where the stream is transient. I like having the permanent stream up, but anyhow, my opponent didn't do anything. I don't even know what they did. What did they do? They took cards. Okay, that's fine. I'll cause a break. Yeah. We'll cause a break. You think the chat can just be smaller? Might be an option. The chat works so well for Agricola. So like, and I honestly just used the same. I just used the same window, but I could set up a separate window if I wind up becoming an Arc Nova streamer here, and figure out how to do it better. Anyhow, calling a break's just got to be right. I need more money. This money gives me the ability to finish out the end game. I'm gonna end the game in 2 more turns after this. My opponent is getting 3 total turns to score enough to beat me. I mean, maybe they find the way, but I think I'm gonna get it. Also, did we flip anything great? We flipped a wolf, but the wolf is actually not that good. The King Vulture is pretty good though, actually, right? Oh, but I don't have the bird icons to play him. Dang. All right. Well, our try to swipe any try. Oh, we do have a project. Is this project good? Release an herbivore. Do I have any large herbivores? No, I just have a bunch of 2-size herbivores left. I have a 3-size herbivore. I mean, I guess I still snap this off, right? Because what else? A 3-size herbivore is still 4. It's still pretty good. Maybe it's. Is it build into animals or is it build into project or is it just project? No, project's not enough because I lose the appeal. Yeah. Ugh. Well, I mean, this is fine, but yeah, if the game had flipped me any insane animals, that would have made this a lot better. But the wombat is better than giraffe. The wombat. Oh, releasing the wombat is better than the giraffe. I see. If I'm going the release route, because the wombat's only 4 against 7 or something. Sure, whatever. Whatever. I don't think release project's even. I don't even think release project is correct. Other streamers have it squished and next to the game window, not overlaid. Oh, sure. I just make the whole game window slightly smaller and leave room for the chat. Yeah, I guess that would work. That could work too. I could try that. The wombat is the same as the giraffe. That's sort of what I thought after I just did the math myself, but it's all good. I get it. Indian rhinoceros. Wait a sec. What? Oh, my opponent is trying to win the game. An Indian rhinoceros. Okay. So they are about to drop a 5 birds project. Okay. That's spooky. Yeah. Yeah. They're gonna get a 5 birds project in. They're not even gonna end the game with a 5 birds project, right? Sure doesn't look like a 5 birds project ends the game. Wait, also they're taking another turn? Wait, what? Wait, what? What? Oh. Oh, because they played an animal, so they got to copy my association action. I see. And they got another shield. Oh. So now their Birds Project will end the game, but I think that's okay. Does Wombat lose the pouched appeal on release? It does not. It does not. Alright, how to end the game. Clearly another pavilion. Absolutely. And then I guess it's cool to build more kiosks. I guess building 2-size action enclosure gives me more options potentially. Because it's actually it probably doesn't, but whatever, none of it matters, right? I have 5 kiosks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check. We've succeeded on the 5 kiosk mini goal. We don't need more. Oh, this one's next to one. I don't know that this matters. God, stop. Just place it. I already hit the North America expert endgame. I did, but I like double checking things in games. I like making sure. All right. Okay. I think our opponent ends the game here by boosting themselves and sponsoring birds. It's funny that I use the top button to rotate. Yeah, I don't know. That's generally makes me happier. I don't know. I don't know that I love. I don't know. The pieces work pretty well in Arc Nova, given that it's BGA, and like I don't know. The programmer's done a pretty good job. For some reason, it just doesn't fully. I want to rotate it and then put it into place for some reason. So I don't know. That's my own problem. You like that I click the cards to upgrade them rather than the top buttons? Absolutely, of course. I'm the card. The card is what I'm. Yeah. I'm practicing for WBC when I have to physically touch things, right? That's like I got to be ready to. The card is what I have to grab. There's going to be no button at WBC. I actually think the one thing I will also say, I think it's probably really good that I've given myself the time to play Ark Nova digitally, because I suspect I actually will not enjoy this game a ton over the board. I suspect this is going to be very much a through the ages like experience for me, of that I'm enjoying it quite a bit as a digital game where everything's getting tracked perfectly, all the money is flowing where it's supposed to, all the little bonuses are happening correctly, all the procedural stuff is happening. There's the announcement of what happens on my opponent's turn is like clearly laid out, and I know it's correct. My opponent didn't end the game, by the way. They played Federal Grants to eke out another point. Sure, whatever. I guess that makes enough sense because they know I'm gonna end the game. Yeah, are these animals better than what I have in hand? They are not. Check. All right, Anaconda, you can go live in the reptile house. I've triggered the end of the game. Give construction tokens. And then you. Oh, I don't even get to build a free kiosk. Oh. You can go live in my giant enclosure that was meant for some really cool, like, rhinoceros or thing that I was supposed to have drawn. Oh, hey! An explorer bonus! I found primates finally. God, explorer was so good. Explorer is so good. Oh, I can be sneaky with the turn that I don't have. Alright, this is still a pretty good game for us. Our end game is strong. We have a lot of points. Explorer is cracked. Explorer is so good. That's totally true. Nice. Doesn't matter, it's just not how you do it. Yeah, it's all good. Anyhow, I have to assume Birds is coming out here. Yeah, associate 7. Oh, sure, we can associate 7. Oh, and they can afford a thing. Oof, this is gross. It's totally true about the Through the Ages experience. Yes, going back to that. Yeah, I really suspect that this game is way more enjoyable to me digitally. I suspect over the board I'm going to find it a bit weird. I'll still do it, and I'll play, but yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if the Ark Nova tournament turned into the Through the Ages crowd 5 years from now, that like everybody just logs on to BGA. Probably not. Probably not actually doing that. I will say part of what's so impressive about Through the Ages is that the app is like so good at making it enjoyable to play even on a weird screen estate. BGA is not fun to play on a phone to me, so it's not as bad as TTA. I also, to be clear, I don't think it's as bad as TTA. TTA is in its own sphere still. I think this is close to Through the Ages, though, for me, and I suspect I do greatly prefer that this is happening. Wait, what is happening here? He's buying a King Vulture? What is he doing? Wait, what? How is he doing this bullshit? Oh, oh god, that's right. He's freaking Silver Lake. He had a bonus turn at the end of the game. Oh god, gross. Okay, well, we probably have lost. I forgot about this. All right. Well, we can probably chalk this up to Silver Lake is busted. Yeah. I forgot Silver Lake had the bonus turn. My god, just yeah. Why not? We still might be able to beat him because our endgame maybe is better, but it probably isn't. Oh, wait, his endgame was not very good. Still got it, team. Still got it. You've played it a few times in person and you never found it that difficult to keep track of. Yeah, to be clear, I don't think it's like going to be that difficult. Oh, we did get a timer penalty again this game, though. Boo. But anyhow, the quest is strong. We've done it, team. Strong is here. Easy? God, that was a 91-minute game. What the hell? I mean, I took 38 minutes. My opponent took 46. Yeah, shit. 35-turn game. Oofda. All right. But we're 300. I'm not super proud of either of these games, though. 35 turns, not great. But 300 elo already. I'm pretty. I mean, I'm not sad about 300 elo after learning the game 4 days ago. So you know, there's that. But 30, we're not 35 turns is quite a lot. What went wrong? What went wrong with our game then? Our start with side entrance felt pretty good, and our income was eventually quite nice. An explorer felt nutty, but then we just got really awkward with animals and projects to support for quite a while. I guess, yeah, maybe that's the main answer. Seemed like I stalled a little. Yeah. I think that's kind of true. How many breaks did we trigger this game, too? We did trigger 5 breaks. It's pretty standard. How much money did I have? I did have 200 money. It's quite a bit. But I did spend a lot of it building. I think 8 build actions. I mean, I did fill my board at least, but it was slow to build to start with. Huh. Yeah. I don't totally know how I was supposed to be more efficient this game. I mean, I'm still pretty happy with the path I found. Like, it was pretty good, but how many empty pastures at the end? Well, I mean, yeah, there's definitely some room to stick animals. I will say that I didn't get great. I didn't sponsor that many projects either, right? I wound up sponsoring 4 projects. Yeah, that's not terrible, but would have been nice to find a few more projects. Would have been better to find a few more big animals though too to pay off. Like my score's a lot. I had the game. I was also pretty close to ending the game if I had a few more points. So yeah. Oh well. Anyhow. It's rapid. It's stunning how rapidly I've become acquainted with it. But it really is a pretty simple game with good depth. I don't know that I would call it simple, but again, this is the thing. Like, once you get really good at a bunch of games, the skills are like so transferable so quickly, in my opinion. Like, getting really good at Agricola and some other stuff has really trained me, and so like, getting like understanding a lot of the same ideas, right? Like, I already said it on stream number 1, but like, just starting to understand like tempo over efficiency sometimes, and then other times seek efficiency and etc. Like, right? I just rushed out double Australia. Like, could I have waited to find 4 Australia and get 2 more points? Maybe. But like those points don't matter anywhere near as much as the early like ability to get rolling with the bonuses off the project and the early track stuff and etc. etc. But I guess this is a pretty slow game looking at my board. I did get 3 universities and 4 partner zoos. That's ludicrous. I mean, again, I did get a bonus one of each at least, but this is an insane amount. This is an insane amount of research, like bonuses. So that is kind of an indication of how slow the game was right there. And then yeah, I mean, I only have 8 animals played. I mean, I did release some animals, so there's that. But all right. Well, anyhow, I'm still pretty happy with this game. Pretty happy with how I've played. But yeah, I mean, there's obviously more to learn on how to like really push it and navigate some tricky spots. I think hand management too. Like there's hand management skills I don't have yet too, etc., etc. So anyhow, it was good times. Thanks for hanging out. 4 projects in all PZs and unis is a lot. Yes. Having all 4 partner zoos, all 3 universities, and still doing 4 projects is definitely a lot. Yeah. So that again, that's part of why the game was a bit slow. I also was, yeah, really hoping to find something more than just the elephant. But I guess to be fair, I did find the Asia release. The Asia release for the elephant was a very good find. That was part of what went very well for our game. The early double Australia thing was really good. We did at least beat our opponent to 5 habitats, which was quite good. Our opponent beating us to species diversity was kind of bad though. So that was a race that they nicely did, but anyhow, yeah, good games, nice wins. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, the first game felt a bit more kind of free. But this game, I mean, yeah, this game, I beat somebody on Silver Lake who played pretty well, and I still got a win. So like, I've definitely already got him pretty good. I just don't know quite how good. But you look forward to the grudge match with Sam. I mean, I have no idea if and when I will wind up playing some play. Part of the problem is like I'm gonna be playing formats that I think a lot of the top players aren't playing, right? Like I really don't care to practice Marine Worlds or alternate maps like at all. Like, but see, yeah, like this table, like I just have no care. I don't want to play Marine Worlds at all. Maybe someday I will, just for funsies. But like my goal right now is like playing a pretty different format than what most of the other players want to play. So I do think that might eventually be a problem. Um, I'm sure I can play same map. That's fine. I can learn to play same map games, I guess. But yeah. Sam plays 60 games a week. It feels like you may just run into him. Sure. You do want to learn to play same map. Yeah. So and that's fine. That's what I mean. Like I'm fine playing same map, and maybe I don't know if players are slightly more likely to do that. I really don't know what they want. You believe semis and finals are the same map? I think you're correct. I'm pretty sure you're right. So, um, and that makes sense to me. At a certain point, you really kind of do just want that. So, um, so I'm fine switching over to starting to play same map games. But like, will I find other experts that want to play me? Playing just base maps, no rebalanced maps. I probably I will, I guess, but I don't totally know. So whatever. Anyhow, I should head off. I'll go see what else is up. But thanks all for hanging out again. It's been fun. Actually, I mean, Robbie, depending on what you're doing too, I may wind up dropping into voice chat yet still for a bit tonight, but we'll see. Um, I'm I'm gonna head off for about 5 minutes here and see what else is happening in my house though. So, all right, later everybody. It's been fun though. Thanks Gonzo for finally. Well, thanks Gonzo and thanks Lumen for finally pushing me into the Arc Nova life though. I will grudgingly accept that I'm enjoying it a lot more than I thought. It's fun thus far to dive into a game. I do worry slightly what's gonna happen in like about a week or so, or like a month when I feel kind of stalled on how to get better. Am I really gonna enjoy trying to continue to push? I don't know. Right now, there's just such easy gains for me still. So like it's very, that feedback loop is really good at the moment still. But like part of what I'm enjoying about the game is like the noticeable progression I've already had over the course of several days. Am I going to just enjoy playing and losing games? Maybe. But I don't know that it's going to be the same as Agricola, so it may ultimately be the problem in my quest to dominate Arc Nova, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm headed off for now. See everybody around. Later.